Oh, are we live? I think that we are. I think that we are indeed live. What's going on, Jerome's? So we've mercifully reached halftime of this gorgeous 0-0 game. Where, so I'll admit, I thought that the Vikings and the Raiders played at 3:30. So I actually missed like the entire Raiders first drive. I guess I could have missed the rest of the first half because that was probably, again, the Bears game was easily the most frustrated I've been as a Vikings fan in a long time. But this first half was just comatose. And the Vikings are in very big danger of wasting yet another elite performance by the defense for the third week in a row. And I don't know what it is, man. Like Kevin O'Connell, talking big about the offense this week is kind of akin to Donishell before the wild card game. You're going to like the way that we play defense. It's just frustrating. Like the Dobbs offense, there's some rollouts, there's some read options in there. It's great, but it's still inept. It's still inert. Alexander Madison is your best player on offense right now. Man. And also, JJ comes back, gets 2 catches, and then gets knocked out with the chest/back injury. Marcus Epps, former Vikings legend, the pride of Wyoming, putting the bang thing on JJ as Dobbs threw up a hospital ball. We need to talk about it because Josh Dobbs, over the last 3 games, has thrown 14 interceptable balls. Passes where the defender has more than a 40% chance of getting an interception. And every single one of his passes today, there's been some trepidation. And it's, I don't know. Sun Air, $6 in the super chat. Thus offenses even sucks in Germany. Also, so I do have a lot of FOMO, just seeing all the Vikings fans at Allegiant Stadium and see them on social media, seeing all my friends out there. But family is important, and family Christmas was fantastic yesterday, so it's good times. So at least I got that going on for me. But other than that, is the offense still in Cabo? Are they still on the bye week? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But yeah, JJ out, but that's not an excuse. You should be used to playing without Justin Jefferson right now. Right? And Hawkinson had that drop on the sideline. It wasn't an easy catch, but you're paid. You got to be able to bring in those balls. And Greg Joseph missing from 49 wasn't even close. I blame the camera angle because as soon as they showed that camera angle, it's like 0% chance he's making this one. Jalen Naylor had a bad drop. So not only is Dobbs struggling, but also the receivers are not helping him at all. They just straight up are not. All right. And like we said, I think Madison might be the best offensive player right now. And he is the hot hand running the ball. Ty Chandler's been sort of whatever. And also, defensively, they've gotten after him. Wanham's got himself a sack. Pace Jr. picked himself up a sack right before the half. Troy Dye got himself one on the first drive. Tays $2. Mike Zimmer will be proud of the score. He's not wrong. Got a question or comment? Toss a couple bucks in the super chat. And I again, this is just eminently frustrating. Where the Vikings defense is playing great, the Raiders offense can't get anything going. Josh Jacobs had a couple of nice runs on that first drive, but they really sutured things up. Devonta Adams is being contained. So they're doing all of this. You're on the road, and you've allowed 0 points, and you're just wasting it. FC Savisi, $2. Crippled Kirk is better than Dobbs. I would actually consider it. Get Kirk out there on that rascal. Also, over the last couple of weeks, I hope that people have grown in appreciation for Kirk Cousins. Because if you didn't have it, you should have it now. But defensively, Ivan Pace Jr. Pace had 8 tackles in the first quarter. Just flying around, making plays. He might end up with 20 tackles in this game. Ivan Pace Jr., baby. I love it. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just... You look at what's happened today around the league as well. So you had the the lines being exposed. How come this isn't line up? All right, so you had the lines being exposed as frauds, which is fantastic. You had the Rams lose in overtime against the Ravens, which, I mean, that game was in the rain and swirling winds, and it turned out to be one of the best games of the year. It's kind of crazy, man. So things were lining up to be good for the Vikings, but again, you just... I don't want to say that the league figured out Josh Dobbs, because I don't think that that's true. But what happened? I mean, the Falcons game was whatever. That was just like schoolyard football. But what about that first half against the Saints? Why can't we get back to that? Candyman 5 OS $5. If Dobbs learned to throw the ball, Jefferson never would have got hurt on that pass. That's true. Like, JJ should not have been left out to dry like that. And that one is firmly on Josh Dobbs. Tays $2. New nickname, Ivan Fast-Paced Jr. Woo, like it. Garrett Rossborough, $2. I don't know anymore, but Skull. It's kind of where I'm at too. Where Vikings get the ball back, start the half, march down, get some points. I honestly feel first touchdown wins this game, and the under on this game was just stealing. It was just free money, man. But who knows? I mean, the Jets and the Texans put up 36 points in the second half after being 0-0 at halftime, which I don't, the NFL has to be just super excited about this. I mean, scoring is down around the league this year, but games are still hyper competitive and close, which is something that sets the NFL apart, where it seems like nearly every single game is close, or at least a very high percentage. Could you say that 70% of the games are decided by one score or less? Probably. Sun Air, €3. Do you think Mullins would have worked better? I don't know. I do think Mullins would have taken care of the ball more. Who knows? Mr. Payday, $2. Job offer from Minnesota. Moved to Eagan from New England. Thoughts? Eagan is a fantastic place. It's close to Twin Cities, very close to St. Paul. It's got great recreation. It's got commercially like everything that you would want. Pending, like if you got kids, great school systems. Lebanon Hills is a great outdoor recreation area. I mean, highly recommend Eagan. Actually, basically all the South Metro is good. Jay Ganshorn, $5. What up? Yeah. I mean, this is just... You were hoping that they would come out with a little bit of fire in the belly off of the bye, off of the two embarrassing losses to the Broncos and especially against the Bears. And you think of like, okay, here we go. Is that guy Miles Teller? That guy looks like if someone tried to draw Miles Teller from memory. But the whole thing is you just wanted more. Right, and the defense is fired up, but the defense has always been fired up. But offensively, again, yes, there's injuries to JJ and Kirk Cousins, but I mean, Kevin O'Connell, this is your offense. Wes Phillips, this is your offense, man. Although Wes had a more interesting last couple of days, so maybe we'll give him a pass there. Actually, no passes. Derek Baker, $20 Canadian. Andy, please explain the hit on JJ was not a hit on defenseless receiver. Thanks. I mean, it was a clean hit. It was a clean hit by Epps. I mean, yes, he was defenseless. Yes, he was in the air. But, I mean, Epps didn't lead with his helmet. Didn't do anything. But, I mean, it was a clean hit, right? I mean, if JJ, gets up and is perfectly fine, no one bats an eye. It was a clean hit, but, yeah, it just sucks. Just sucks, man. I mean, can we get JJ to run out of the tunnel at halftime like Willis Reed style? Yeah. I mean, or it's like, it's frustrating with like Max Crosby. So Max Crosby 3 weeks ago doesn't practice at all against the Chiefs and goes out, gets a sack, and then he's questionable. He doesn't practice. Blah blah blah. And then he looks 100% in the game. Injury report shenanigans. So stupid, man. Anyways, hopefully JJ comes back. Hopefully he's good to go. Hey, at least the hamstring's good. But again, it's so frustrating that there's no urgency offensively. There's no creativity offensively. There's just nothing going on, and the defense is just there. I mean, what's going to suck is that the Raiders will march down for a game-winning field goal and win 6-3, and everyone's going to poop on the defense. We're like, oh, it's Brian Flores' defense. They shouldn't have given up that last drive. Shut up. You're a very stupid and unserious person if you think that the defense was to blame for the last 2 games and this game, by the way. But who knows? But hopefully we'll have a better attitude for the post-game show, as well as winners and losers. You guys are the best. I love you. Anyways,